Welcome to episode 2 of How to Become a Travel Content Creator. And today, we're going to be talking about where to stay, where to lay your head, and so forth. Kind of like where I'm laying right now. And we're going to transition over to the computer in a second to kind of go over that. But the biggest thing, I would say, financial draining situations is your accommodations, your flights, and then your accommodation, everything goes. So what I like to do when I'm building out a travel plan or going somewhere is I need to first secure where I'm going to lay my head. And there's multiple ways you can do this. And we will go over that right now. All right, so we're here at the computer. And what we're going to do, what we're going to look at is how I normally go into finding stays and so forth. What you see right here on the screen is a platform that I like to use, Milanote. I plan a lot of my trips all the way down through here where you can put the different boards and columns, to-do lists. Let's see, let me see if I can go out. So you can see, for example, when I did something in New Orleans, how I had my shot list, areas, talent, and then I can share this with the people that I'm working with. It's easy access on the phone. And so that way I don't forget things, and it just kind of keeps everything in a nice, neat place. So let's go into possible stays. So I haven't built out this board completely yet. But this is where I'm starting off at because I build out my trips outside of where I'm staying at. So when I do go somewhere, if I have my choice, preferably, I like to split it between two places, preferably like a villa or Airbnb, if you will, and a hotel stay. So right now you see a few different things, right? So for example, one of the platforms that I use to get hosted stays is Staymo, or Staymo. I don't know. Anyway, let's click on this. Let's bring this up. And this is just showing me what's going on. For some, they're completely free. For others, it's like, hey, all you gotta do is pay a cleaning fee. It gives you initial images and stuff, what you're looking for, what you to see, what you were stay at. And, you can check the calendar, which usually brings up to an Airbnb. So you can see what's the booking. You can look at reviews and so forth. And you kind of go from there. And to be honest with you, what it looks like is you get to search by city and town. You can see some of my other favorites. And you can kind of go through and look and look and look and see if you see something, reach out to see if you get something, and you kind of go from there. So I constantly look to see what I see. And I kind of go from there. If I find something, it's just one of those platforms as well. And we'll get more of that a little bit, but this is more so how I build out my trip. So let's go back to possible stays. So I have one here that I've already reached out to the owner, just waiting to hear back from. This is also another villa that is about 45 minutes away on the north side of the Yucatan Peninsula. That is a beachfront property by the same owner with this one. So just keeping my eyes out on that, because sometimes you can get multiple stays. That's why I did my first Mexico trip. I did 2 Airbnbs with the same owner. And then I went into Airbnbs that I can find on Instagram that I can just automatically reach out to and follow up. So here's one. Casanova looks really dope. This looks like, from what I saw, was a newer stay. And I reach out to people. I do follow-ups. You have to do follow-ups. For me, some of the best collaborations I've had. So what I normally will do, I'll reach out. For here, I'll say like, hey, um, so it kind of garners a response, and then from there, if it's like an Airbnb, I'm usually you're already talking to the owner or the management property. You kind of go from there. From hotels and other resorts, I generally either message on social media like Instagram, or find whoever's the marketing director or PR agency and get their email, and I pitch from there. Some of the ones have taken like 3 to like 5 follow-ups before I got a response, and generally it goes pretty well. Once I get a response, for me, I usually can close the deal, and so all I need is a conversation. So what I would love to do here is, spend some days in Merida. I gotta remember how to say that right. And then go to like Isla Mujeres, go to an all-inclusive or something. And so I'm looking at impressions, and, I've already talked to the PR people, and so I'm just waiting to get a response back. That's going to be a really good YouTube video. That one will do very well, because analytics is showing that people are searching for reviews and YouTube content, but there's not really anything out there. So I got a different, like, even here for Airbnb, I got a wish list. I've gone through what I've wanted, some of the days, and just kind of go through. And then from here, I will go in and find the name of the villa or the casa, because, Mexico. And then from here, I'll just go up here and see if I can search for like a YouTube, Instagram. And if I can find the Instagram or somebody that stayed or maybe have access to the owner, that's what I'll do, and kind of go from there. It's all about if I can get access to the decision maker. So that's the biggest step, is figuring out where to stay. Here's another hotel that I really, 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 really like here, that I came across. It's on the outskirts of the city, but I think will do very, very well here. And I found out the PR agency have reached out. And then you have like certain things that I like too, is property management. So I found a property management that has, rentals. They have all these rentals here. So I know they generally do a certain level of standard. And we kind of just go from here to look, see what we got, see what they offer, get in touch with them. And then generally we can get 2 or 3 stays, or even returning stays. Like if I want to come back and say, bring my family or bring some friends or something like that, I can usually work that out. And that goes over pretty well. So yeah, this is how I first start out, and it is a lot of legwork. Getting into pitching, getting into talking, showing the value that you can bring, the value that you offer, because at the end of the day, it's not a free stay, because you're still working. You're still putting some kind of work. You're just not there just to lounge around and everything else. Of course, you'll have your time, but you have to make it worthwhile for that party and for yourself in the end as well. So the biggest thing is how I do mine is where to stay. Once I secure my first collab, where to stay, then it's wide open. Now, what you also can do is reach out to the tourism board. Sometimes they can help out with there. I've had some interesting, I think it's just a language barrier with the tourism board there, which is a little weird, because I normally don't. So we'll see what goes on with that. But yeah, that's one way. So Staymo, Stayamo. I'll leave a link for that. Instagram, talk to the people, find out the PR agency, or marketing person, the decision maker. And once we get there, and then we'll continue to build out our trip and how that looks like. So thank y'all for tuning in.
to episode 2. Go ahead, give a like, comment, ask me questions, share this if you will, and always remember to keep on rolling. Peace.